Pets are banned under the roommate agreement, with the exception of service animals, such as seeing eye dogs and one day cybernetically enhanced helper monkeys.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Big Bang Theory plot holes you didn't notice. Number 10. Where was Leonard during the summer of 2009? If we take ourselves back to the end of season 2, the guys were headed out on an expedition to the Arctic. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and one you'd be unlikely to forget, right?
And this is literally the top of the world.
Well, if we fast forward to season 5 in 2011, Leonard shows a woman a sketch of him from Comic-Con dressed as Lion-O from the Thundercats. He claims he's had it since, yep, you got it, the summer of 2009. Now, we doubt that Leonard mastered time travel, but if you do the math, it's hard to fathom how he could have possibly been in two places at once.
3 months. This is gonna be great.
Number 9. Where is Penny's sister? Penny's ever-changing family is a bit of a mystery. For instance, she doesn't seem to know her own father's name, first naming him as Bob, despite his later introducing himself as Wyatt. We also learn she has a sister named Lisa that we never meet. Here's what we do know about Lisa. Her water broke at her own wedding, she shot her husband when they were both drunk, and she gave Penny a bikini wax using crayons when they were younger.
My sister did it with melted Crayolas and duct tape.
However, not only does Lisa not attend her own sister's wedding, but no one in the family even mentions her. Which begs the question, what happened to Lisa? Number 8. Bernadettes' super long pregnancy. It's a happy Valentine's Day in the Rostenkowski-Wolowitz home when Bernadette announces she's pregnant, but only to the injured rabbit she and Howard found in the hot tub.
We'll find another time to tell him I'm pregnant.
Now, fast forward to December when their bundle of joy enters the world. Hang on, that can't be right. If Bernadette knew she was knocked up in February, then we have to assume she's at least a month into her pregnancy. This would mean they conceived Hallie in January, and come December, it would mean she's been pregnant for 11 months. Now, we're no experts, but we're pretty sure that's too long to be pregnant. Number 7. Penny's career path. When we first meet Penny, she's an actress/waitress struggling to make ends meet. Luckily, it's Bernadette to the rescue when she gets Penny an interview at her firm to be a pharmaceutical sales rep in season 8.
Well, as a waitress, sales was a big part of my job. I mean, believe me, I convinced a lot of very large customers who should not be eating cheesecake to have more cheesecake.
The only problem is, Penny has no qualifications or medical background. So it seems highly unlikely that the company would be willing to take a risk and hire her. Don't get us wrong, we're glad that Penny's luck changed, but was their boss so scared of Bernadette that he was willing to overlook all of this? Number 6. Raj talks in front of Penny. Raj's selective mutism was a running gag for many seasons, and alcohol was the only temporary cure.
Are you talking to me?
Is there another Penny here?
However, in an early episode during which Howard is entertaining a lady, the others discuss how to proceed with game night without him. Leonard jokes about splitting Raj in half. Raj fires a comeback, and it seems he's forgotten that Penny's there.
Oh sure, cut the foreigner in half, there's a billion more where he came from.
There's no alcohol around, and no one says a word about it, so either he's suddenly and temporarily gotten really comfortable around her, or the writers momentarily forgot about his condition. Number 5. Howard couldn't have gone to space. It was an exciting time for Howard when he was selected to go into space. We don't want to be a Sheldon about this, but in reality, it would never have happened. For starters, he has too many health issues. But even if we put a pin in all that for now, there's also the fact that he barely made it through NASA's intense training, even getting his mother and fiancé to come take care of him. Despite all this though, real-life NASA astronaut and Big Bang Theory guest star Mike Massimino praised the set's attention to accuracy during their characters' time in space. Number 4. Breaching the roommate agreement. We know that Sheldon is a stickler for the rules and loves a good contract, so you'd think he'd do a better job at ensuring the roommate agreement is heeded to. Both he and Leonard have actually broken the agreement, but these times have seemingly gone unnoticed. For instance, Leonard has had lady friends stay over without giving the 12 hours notice, which Sheldon never even mentions. And despite the contract saying no pets, with very limited exceptions, Sheldon himself adopts a clouder of cats. For someone who claims to have an eidetic memory, he sure forgets things when it's convenient. Number 3. Sheldon's cat allergies. Staying with those cats for just a moment, early on in the series we find out that Sheldon is allergic to cats.
I've taken your asthma into account.
However, when Sheldon and Amy part ways in season 4, Sheldon decides to get a cat as his new companion. When he worries that his furry new friend will be lonely, he gets even more cats. But there are no symptoms of an allergy to be seen during this time, not a sneeze or even a sniffly nose. This was clearly an oversight by the writers, but since those cats are just so darn cute, we'll let it slide. Number 2. When did the elevator break? Fans did get to see the elevator repaired by the end of the series, but what we still want to know is when exactly it broke in the first place. Leonard tells Penny about how it broke, dating it back to 2003. But in season 1, Leonard says in 2008 that it's been broken for 2 years, dating the break to 2006.
But the elevator's been broken for 2 years.
Moreover, Howard is seen checking out the broken elevator as if he doesn't know how it broke, even though a flashback shows he was actually present and very much involved in the incident. Very strange indeed. Number 1. Sheldon's spot. As any Big Bang fan can tell you, no one but Sheldon is allowed to sit in Sheldon's spot, and if you dared to try, that's not a mistake you'd be likely to repeat. On some occasions, though, we do see some of the others sitting in the sacred spot, and conveniently, Sheldon doesn't say a word. Now, we know Sheldon isn't the kind to let things slide. It also seems unlikely that Sheldon will quietly sit elsewhere if someone else just happens to be in his spot. After all, he did call eternal dibs, so this sounds like it might be a case of the writer's forgetful memories.
As a result, I've placed it in a state of eternal dibs.